Oh, holy smokes. There we go.
Swing your scammer round and round, slap him in the face and knock him to the ground. Pick him back up and knock him back down. Yee-haw! Scammers on the phone trying to steal your dough.
Yes, they
no
are.
seed dough and no more dough. Screwing with scammers, swinging the scammers round and round, slaps them in the face and knocks them to the ground. Yee-haw! Picks them back up and knocks them back down. Screwing with scammers, saving your dough. Yee-haw!
Indeed. We are saving your dough, especially today and yesterday. Holy smokes, was I inundated. Not like you,
Oh,
Drew.
wow. 103
Our
yesterday.
granddaughter in Colorado sang that song to us. She is 7 years old.
She knows Grandpa's song.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
I had some doozies the last couple of days, and yesterday it was insane, Drew. So I just did an impromptu live,
Yeah.
and I had so many calls, and I'm on the phone dealing with one, and they could hear the calling in as I'm on the phone with the other one.
Yeah.
And
I've always been afraid to do a live stream with scammers.
Yeah.
Simply because I don't know what they're going to say. And,
But
you know,
I just ban them. If they said anything bad, I'll just ban them from the channel.
well, if you're going live, it's hard to stop it after it's already happened.
Right.
You know, because I've had some use some very colorful words with me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was today too.
Oh,
Yeah.
today he said he was going to do things to me.
Oh,
Well, he got mad when I called him
spilled-
out.
I spilled my drink when I heard the one you're on the shitter with the shaver. Oh my God.
Well, and the funny thing is, I said we're trying to get out. We're going out last night, and so I'm going. I got to get ready, and I'm in there just shaving my head and everything, and I had the electric clippers going, and I said I'll answer the call anyway, and I left the clippers running and everything while they were there, and he stayed on. That's the funny thing.
yeah.
He stayed on, and finally I told him. I said, "You don't mind talking to a naked man?" And that's when he decided he better call back.
Well, I was joking with my mom called me this evening to let me know about something, and I was telling her about the scam calls in which the first one they pretended to be my son, and then the second one they pretending to be my daughter. And my mother was like, "Oh yeah, your dad gets those, and he doesn't know how to get them off the phone, so he just listens to them talk." And I'm like, "Mom, you know the best way to get them off the phone?" She says, "Let me guess. You ask them what they're wearing." I said, "Yes,
Why
that's
not?
exactly what you do." And she says to me, she says, "Well, what if it's a guy?" Well, then I just switch gears and do the same exact thing. I had one yesterday where I was talking to James with the deep voice, and I was like, "James, please say my name again. Please do it." And I'm like, "Do you have washboard abs?" Oh my goodness, and he's going with it. And I'm like, I'm gonna go with it as far as I can, but I'll have to make that into a call video sooner or
Look
later.
who's here. Glenn, welcome.
Glenn,
This is Russell. He's here from Melbourne, Australia as a guest tonight.
Cool.
Well, let me get to a couple of comments real quick. Well,
go for it.
Russell was the first one in the house. I got you there, Russ. Nice to see you.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, Maria. She did it.
She did it.
Like
4 minutes, not 4 minutes, 6 seconds. Not bad.
Maria Paz, heck, she's usually late. Nice to have you here early. Thank you. Manuel's in the house. Evening to everybody. Hey, y'all, from Maria Paz. Boy, I could say that. Fred is here. Fred says hello. Maria Paz, Manuel says hello to you. Darlene is in the house. Hello, Darlene. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Maria Paz says ho. I'm sure that was back to Manuel. And hi to Fred from Manuel. So everybody out there, the new young man should be in your upper right-hand corner. right above Drew, it should be Mr. Russell, and he's here from Melbourne, Australia. He's a loyal subscriber, a loyal follower, and he comes up with the greatest comments, and I love everything that he posts up there, and it's fun because he gets the insane humor that I use to waste these scammers' time. So welcome from Australia.
I just want to say before you continue, I've got a good name you can use.
Okay.
Yes, a cracker fat.
Oh, it sounds like a first name of the old leader over in the Middle East, Yasser Arafat, but that's wonderful. Well, today I just finished with a call. I think I sent you the email, Drew, from the PayPal scammers.
Yep.
And I said, oh yeah, I got some kind of bite me coin that was bought by my. I had him on the line, and he finally, I got a call back because it got disconnected. And I called back the number. Oh yeah, I was working with him, and I played that wonderful soundbite from the CIA saying this is the fraud division that I've been using. That it was fantastic. And I said, I got to call my grandson, Billy Bob. And so I got on with that a couple of times. Then I got the greatest honor in the world. They said, oh, we know this is scammer payback.
Oh,
and I'm like, thank you. You really think I'm that good? I appreciate it.
I had something very similar today. I was talking to a Medicare scammer, and he says to me, he says, you sound very familiar. I said, have we talked before? He said, no, but I've seen your YouTube channel. I'm like, yes, excellent. He didn't say the name of it. So he didn't confirm that he knew exactly who I was, right. But he knew I was recording the call. And at one point I asked him a question and he denied it. And I said, dude, you know I'm recording this call. You said it at the beginning of the call. But he was rather honest with me about a few things. So I think I'm going to make that into a video. But
the ones yesterday, he said, I said, okay, oh, I know you're recording, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, what's the name of my channel? He goes, Screwing with Scammers. I said, good, thank you very much. Hope you're a subscriber and you like my videos.
Excellent.
Oh, let's see. Seamus says, hello, everyone. I stopped counting at 110 yesterday. Wow.
103.
Seamus, that is amazing. Wow. I was around the 50 or 80 mark.
Well, that was because we left.
Oh, yeah, we left. I counted the calls when I came back. It was just insane on the landline.
I tried calling back that number that Roger sent me.
Yeah.
The PayPal Bitcoin. It says, please hold while I try to connect your call. And it comes back and says, please leave a voicemail for Shauna Swimmer. Like who?
Huh.
So much for the 24
You sound just like them. You're breaking up.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Roger.
Yeah. Manuel says, hello, Darlene. Maria Paz, it was so fun. I bet it was. Hello. Kim says, is in the house. Hello, each and every one. Yes. We have to tell them each and everything. Jonathan from Los Angeles, you're our neighbors there. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? You guys probably read the story from Vegas where they burned the Tesla dealership here and all the trucks. That was on Tuesday here.
They're doing it. It's happening.
I thought it was our local dealership.
They're doing it in Colorado too.
Yeah. I thought it was at our local dealership. Yeah.
We have a brand new one that just opened up. We have a brand new one that just opened up down the street, and the most that's happened there is they were picketing outside of it like a week ago.
That's cool.
They were gone after that. It's like, okay, whatever. I didn't even get to see the signs because they don't do very good signs.
Manuel says hello to Kim. Nikki's in the house. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Drew, Russell, and all. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki's another loyal subscriber, and she has the best comments, and she is an awesome subscriber, and I appreciate her buying me coffees, and same with Tina. Tina buys me coffees, and it really does help me get through Right now it's a little ice water. That's just a little ice water in the evening. That's enough caffeine for today. I don't have to keep up with the scammers right now. So,
But we managed to find a place to sell the coffee cup.
yes, if you check on eBay and put in "screwing with scammers" coffee mug, they're available on eBay now.
Okay.
Wow,
Very cool.
right.
Both colors. We have the black and the white one up, and they're finally got a place to get our merchandise out there finally. And anybody who orders them will get a couple of the stickers. Oh, the little stickers you can put on your phone or put them on your coffee cups. They'll come with any of the coffee cups you order. So I think Julie got one of my first beta tests that were out there to purchase one from me at a different outlet, but I'm not going to use that. And she likes it because my hand's too big, but she could put her whole hand through the. It's a little too small for me, but she says it's nice because you get her hand through it and hold on to the cup and keep your hands warm or cold like this one.
And it's got a nice little picture of you in there.
Well, it's got that one anyway.
Well, no, there's a picture of you on the eBay site. So,
and it's got my 2 coffee mugs and it's got my tea kettle.
oh, I see that. Yeah.
So, and it ties everything together for the people who like to use tea in their cups and not coffee.
When's the spatula coming out with the screwing with scammers on it? The non-flammable spatula. There it
Right
is.
there. I got the spatula. It's right there.
Good one, Russell.
I got the spatulas.
Do you,
Yeah,
do you make a left-handed one or not?
What was? You know what? This is the left-handed one. You're absolutely right. This is the left-handed one. Now it's the right-handed one. It's an ambidextrous spatula.
You're ambidextrous. That's right. There you go.
Do you
And
get
the
that from
spatulas.
Binford or what?
Yes, it's not the electric one though. It's not the electric one. Rick has the money to buy the electric ones.
Oh, he's funny, Rick.
I about had it today with them calling me ma'am.
Mm.
I turned it around on them. I said, well, I used to be a ma'am, but I had the addictomy surgery and now I'm a man. And went right over their head. And do you notice that I am not a chauvinist in any way, shape, or form, but did you notice that the female Indian scammers are slightly dumber? I don't know if you ever noticed that.
I've noticed that they don't have patience. They will quickly hang up.
Some.
Yeah.
The one I had today, I think I put it up already, but she just went on. And I mean, no matter the dumbest things I said to her, she just kept going on. And I said, thank you. You're awesome.
I'll tell you, I had a call. Actually, I made a phone call yesterday to my utility company because I needed to pay my bill by the 20th. And I got some gal on there. She wanted my name. She wanted my address. Then she wanted my social security number. I said, I don't give that out over the phone. I don't care if I'm calling you or you call me. You're not getting it.
Yeah.
Well, we need to have that to identify you. I said, no, you don't. Federal law says it's not to be used as an identification.
Right.
You know what she told me? She told me, F you, and hung up on me.
Oh, I don't think you got through to the real power company.
I don't think so.
I guess
Wrong
I did.
there.
My local utility company in town here. And I called back and asked for the supervisor. And I talked to a very nice lady. And I told her, I said, since my Medicare number was compromised, my social security number has probably been compromised. I don't give it out to anybody. I said, all I want to do is pay my bill. Just tell me what the amount is. And I told her what the lady said to me. She says, I'll take care of that for you. So somebody's getting in trouble
Is that,
for that.
Black Hills Energy?
No. City of Longmont.
Because I know that's the one. Well, that's the one down in Bedrock is Black Hills. I looked that up. So when they asked me what my company was, if they looked it up, I gave them the right one from there. And I think it's Pine County. I can't.
I
I think I wrote it down so I
three
give them
different
the right, because
bills.
they asked that now. What's
I
your
get
county?
3 different bills. One from the city for my electricity, one from the county for my gas, and one from, I'm not sure where it is, for the water. So I get 3 bills I got to pay.
Yeah, we get that. Gas, water, and electric are all separate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, not me.
No, it's me. Hold on a second.
Ooh, scammer call. Not at this hour. Anyway, let him take this call. Ooh.
You're muted.
Himself.
All right, that's a common one I get on the home number. They're asking for my deceased father-in-law, who's been gone for almost 4 years now, claiming to be calling about some type of health
Well, let me dig him up for you.
Other. That's well. They always ask to speak to him, and I say, "What are you calling about?" And I try to. They're the ones that I actually get violently angry with, because I've told them numerous times he's no longer with us, stop calling, and they continue to call. And I think some of their rationality is, if the guy doesn't tell us to stop calling, we're going to keep calling. But
right.
Yeah, sorry, I muted that because I wasn't sure if it was an honest call or not, because it's already after 8 o'clock here. Usually I don't get calls after 8. But
Yeah.
My first call this morning was at 6:30 in the morning before the sun even came up.
That's a little crazy.
Mine was too. Yeah, mine was too on the landline, but I had it off the hook, so they couldn't. I didn't answer it, but that was the first call that came in. But I had one yesterday looking for Roger, and I said, "Well, he can't talk right now," and I told him that, "Oh no, that's my best friend. He had a brain tumor, and now he can't talk." They wanted to talk to him anyway. I said, "Okay, just a minute. I'll get him for you." So he came over. Roger came over and said, and I said, finally, I just told him, I said, are you sure you still want to talk to him? Because that's about all he can do. And they wanted to talk to him again. I said, okay. All right. He finally gave up. But I think I'm going to use that as many times as I can. Hello, doggy. Well, let's see. I just was at Catherine.
Keep going.
I'm sorry. Catherine's late. Don't worry, I'm behind anyway. But I hope you guys check out Catherine's channel. She has some really funny stuff she puts up. So she had a good one today. So, and I get back and I try to watch as many of the videos as I can. But since I'm following so many, it's hard to keep up. But yes, Catherine puts up great stuff. What was that? Russ?
Sorry, Roger, your channel's really progressed. I just want to say, with those Indian women scammers, I think they're all suffering from post-slipodectomy surgery.
Yes, I think so. Oh, Manuel says, hello to Nikki. Good morning. Good evening. Sorry. It's good morning to Russ. It's nice and morning over there for him. Kim says back to hello to which one?
There's that other disease called Lakaniki.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, that was the old book and it was written by Kamana Wanalea. Yeah, I know. That was the Hawaiian book. Maria Paz says, good luck getting you Mr. and Mrs. SW. Yeah, they can't get us. We're pretty good about keeping the scammers at bay. Well, we do have, I'm waiting for one of our subscribers, brain fart. Spencer. And Spencer Honda, he's from Kentucky. And he's going through some health stuff, but he wants to join us. He said I'd be here a little about a half an hour late, which is really cool. But he called me the other night. We talked for quite a while, and the missus is going to crochet him a blanket that he wants. And I hope that when he gets over here, we can kind of show him the color, if he could see it, of the blanket that she wants to make for him. So yeah, he's a super, super nice young man. So Nikki says hi to Manuel. Darlene says hello. Maria paused to no, Catherine. Yes. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks for calling me out for being late, Maria Paz. That's okay. Jonathan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll buy some doggy treats with that for sure. The doggies love the treats they get.
Ah, yes.
Hello to Catherine from Manuel. I hope everybody could get over to Catherine's channel. You could probably click on her text and get over to her channel. It's really a lot of fun. She does a lot of good things.
I'm not sure why I hadn't already,
hello.
but I went ahead and I subscribed to her channel. I don't know why I wasn't already subscribed. That's crazy because she's been around for a while. I guess
she has a lot of fun stuff.
I guess sometimes I don't realize other people have channels when they make comments unless they say, hey, I've got a channel. It wasn't until you started mentioning and then I put 2 and 2 together. I tell everybody I'm not that bright.
And there's some people who do a lot of recordings and they should get their own channel. But I don't know anybody around here that would do that.
Oh, no. I've encouraged people to do it all the time.
And you don't even have to have your face on the camera. Catherine has cartoon pictures up for hers.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Stay anonymous. Well, we know who Glenn is anyway. Sorry, I misspelled you out. Thank you for correcting. Nobody's correcting spelling here, Nikki. We don't care. Probably looking at the worst speller in the house. Well,
I'd fight you for that. I'd fight you for that title.
It. She's not. She's the ace in spelling.
Well, I was an English major in college, so I got my bachelor's in English.
She talks real good there. She's a good talker.
Oh, yeah.
She took in English?
Yeah, she took in English. She spoke real good.
Well,
Had a good teacher
was
to scare me.
theater, so
That's why you do such a good act.
I took a couple things and then ended up a nurse.
Now that she's been doing her characters for the channel, every now and then she gets off with it. And then 10 minutes later, I'm asking her something. She's talking to me in her character there with Angie O'Graham. And I'm like, wait, you're not Angie now. You can put it aside. I guess it's payback for every time I used to come home and go, hello there. What are you doing in this kitchen? You to be making food for me. Nikki says, hello to Glenn. Thanks for the smiley faces, Fred. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you again for the reminder, Manuel. Hey, Glenn from Manuel. Dan Turner made her, made here with love. Yes, it is. JJ's in the house. JJ, good evening. Hello, Mr. S. Love your smile. Well, thanks, Linda. I appreciate that. Brian P. Hello. Brian P. is in the house. Hello, Stunads. Guess he knows a little Italian. That's pretty funny. Manuel says hello to Dan. Catherine, that's okay, Nikki. The internet, yes, typos are abound all over the place. Yes, it's sometimes I go, wait, no, I want to misspell it. Don't correct it for me. Oh, Maria Paz is speaking to you right there directly, Russell. Good day.
Hello, Maria Paz. Great, you're on the channel here and supporting Roger and the guys. His channel has just progressed so well, and he's just so multifunctional and so talented and witty. And you've got to be witty, and you've got to always be ahead of these guys in this game and keep changing it up so that and it makes it more enjoyable. You just never know who you're going to get when the scammer rings Roger up.
Do you know what the best part about doing these videos like the ones we do on YouTube? The only requirement is that you be just this much smarter than the scammers. Just this much smarter. And I'm barely that. That's right. That's right. Well, guys, I've got to run. I'm being
I-
paged. So
Yep.
You were saying?
Don't get yelled at by those guys.
No, they're
Don't
already
get yelled
yelling,
at by
trust
them.
me. You were saying?
Right on, Drew. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time, but over at Misfit Corner Scams. Check him
That's
out
right.
tomorrow night on his live stream. More frivolity and more silliness there too.
Absolutely. We got a bunch of comments that that we're leading to good topics of discussion during the live stream. So
yep, that's
I
why
appreciate
I like
you having me here, Roger, Glenn. It's always a pleasure. Russell, good to meet you. And you all be good. And I'll see y'all later.
Good night.
See you later.
Bye, Andrew.
Night.
I just looked, Russell. I just looked at my subscriber count. 8,955. I am so humbled. I am really humbled.
Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it because you put a lot of effort in.
And my poor wife has dealt with this silliness and this insane humor for almost 30 years now.
That is true.
And I always liked entertaining. And I was in stage drama when I was in high school. In fact, even long before that, my mother had me in private drama lessons back in when I was 5 years old. I started. I had fun, decided to settle down and have a family. And I gave it all up and went to work. And I worked the last 45 years. And I said, you know what? It's now time for me. And I had fun. I retired a couple of years ago, took care of her when she needed the 24/7 care, did all the painting of the yard decorations and redid some coffee tables. And I ran out of things to do. And with Drew's channel and Rick Rickenbacker's channel, I watched. I said, this is fun. I would screw with the scammers, but never recorded it. And after watching them, I started recording it. And my daughter encouraged me, we'll start a YouTube channel. And I reached out to my best friend's son, who I knew he's a graphic artist. He's the one who designed that logo. And I told him, I said, you captured it. This is absolutely perfect. People will remember it. And that was back in August of 2024, not even a year ago. I had to start 9 subscribers. And then, Russ, I think you were one of the very early ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. August or end of August, beginning of September, right around there. And
I think sometimes, Roger, I can be maybe a little bit over the top.
No, you know what? Sometimes I got to do it just to keep the scammers on their toes.
I'm saying with when I post my stuff, you know, I get something in my head. My wife says I'm very witty, and my mother says, "Oh, Russell, some of the things that come out of your mouth."
Yes, Russell, I love your comments because it sparks. If you notice, sometimes you comment something, and a few videos later, you'll see I used what you commented, and it's great suggestions. I have these little things that pop into my head. I think I sent Glenn I think I sent it to you on Facebook. The names that they were using at the like Home Depot or Lowe's, paging overhead.
Yeah, I sent you that.
You did. Yeah, you sent it to me. That was hilarious. That was really, really funny.
Yeah, I don't want to inundate you with, a lot of useless stuff, but if I see it and it's funny and it kind of relates to what we're doing, I'll send it to you.
It is fun. It's something like what we used to do 100 years ago when you go to one of the Bob's Big Boy restaurants, you put your name in. We'd give our name as the Donner Party. And if anybody knows history, Donner Party is the ones who cannibalized their dead when they were freezing to death in the Rocky Mountains. And so it's like the Donner Party, we're here for dinner.
Well, I'll tell you, when I used to work down in Gun Barrel, which is just north of Boulder here, this facilities manager and I used to go to lunch over at the Burger King. And the manager of the Burger King was in charge of taking the orders from the hotline and handing them to the customers over the counter. And you'd go up and you'd put in your order to some newbie that was at the cash register, and you say, and they'd say, "What's your name?" So they can, give you your order when it comes ready. Well, this is Sonny. Okay, and the next guy come up. What's your name? Cher. And then manager would come up and say, Sonny, right here. And Cher. All right, you guys, will you stop that? It was either that or Rocky and Bullwinkle, or just two names that went together. I mean, there were famous names, and we were always messing with her, and she just got the biggest kick out of that.
Then you should have used Boris and Natasha too, with Fearless Leader.
And Cling and Clang.
Yes. Rock Bottom and the Professor. That's going back a little bit there, Russ.
I'm 60 now, mate.
We had the old Felix the Cat cartoons were funny.
Yeah.
Maria Paz, we gotta love Russell. She likes your ideas, of course. That your little insane humor is good.
Thank you.
Let's see. Brian Pieces, give them all 16 did-its. All 16 dig-its. And the funny thing is, I just repeat it back to those scammers the way they say it. What I want to do, give me all the 16 digits in the front of the card, please. I want the 6. And I go, what number? There's all kinds of numbers. The number, I said, there's all kinds. Finally, he goes, oh, well, you want the account number. I said, why don't you tell me the account number to begin with? The guy today was trying to tell me etch. I don't know the letter etch. I'm looking for ETCH. I said, I don't see an etch on here. He goes, etch, like Henry. I go, you mean H? I said, your accent's terrible. I don't understand what you said.
You remember, Roger, when you had the scammer on and you had to speak slowly, and he said, I'll speak slowly and I'll speak loudly. I could hear you in Australia.
But no microphone. Well, I think one of the first ones I did was they asked me to read it slowly. And I got out there and I did 9. Three. And the idiot stayed on. And it took me like 20 minutes to read 9 numbers off of my Medicare card.
Well, when I hear him tell the scammers he will read it slow and loud, I consider leaving the room. Because you are right, Russell. You can hear it down under when he does it. Well, I did it to one. I did it to one scammer.
Yeah, he said loud, so she did.
So I
all right. Hey, guys.
And he moved.
We have another guest right there. Spencer from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, he said loud, so she did. Spencer, you got to turn the volume off on the YouTube feed.
Whoa. I'm sorry. There we go.
There you go. It's kind of like you're being on the live radio.
Don't feel bad. We've all made the same mistake.
Please keep on that on mute. I'm sorry about that.
So, Spencer, what we have here is myself and the missus, Glenn, and then now we have Russell, who's visiting. He's joined our live stream from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, hello. I'm not even going to try. Howdy there, Russell.
He wants to say good day.
How are you, mate?
And Mrs. Eyes.
Hi.
There she is. Well, welcome, Russ. Spencer.
Slow words I usually pronounce like 4, 5.
Well,
it's on the bottom of the card.
Yes, the bottom of my. Well, and the best one is when the one everybody just. I had to bring him back because he'd been on a hiatus. was old gymnasium, Nayseuum. Well, they were calling asking for William Overture. So it's okay. Overture. And then when they read my name back, oh, my middle name is Tell. They read it back. Oh, you're William Tell Overture. I said, that's me. And they had no clue. Spencer, I've been asked to show you this from the missus. That's what she's looking to get.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
It'll be in the works.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. Wow, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it'll be in the works then.
And something else she did. I know I'm just doing this. I probably interrupted a conversation on my, but when you all were in the Scat Pack and she did Angie, I can tell you all really put your heart into that.
Yes, she did.
I just made a joke. It didn't.
She did. And in fact, they went right through the vein in her arm to get to it.
I've had angiograms. I've had angioplasty. So I even have a stent in my heart.
This is hers. I picked this yarn out 2 years ago for her.
Oh, I like it.
She didn't know I bought it. I picked it up at the local at Billy Bob's. I went down to Billy Bob's and he had some special yarn down there, and I picked it up for her.
That store must be huge.
Oh yeah, it's expanding.
Everything that store.
Stuff they carry. I mean, fireworks, liquor, prescription medications.
Gynecology.
Not in the used car business. Yeah.
He opened the gynecology office, and now he opened his barbecue restaurant.
I know where they can get a deal buying out all the yarn from Joann's.
They're going to put Joann's out of business.
Yeah, that's it. Let me get here real quick. Maria Paz like the Diggets. Oh, here you go. There we go. Hello, Singing Palms Together. Good evening. More brilliant comedian. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm sorry. What was that, Russ? I mean, Spencer?
I apologize in advance if I keep interrupting. I'm just excited to be here. Has Julie been on tonight?
I haven't seen her up
in the chat.
I didn't see her in the chat so far. So yeah. Tom from West Virginia. Take me home, country roads there, Tom.
Hey, James Taylor sings a country road song too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so did a guy named maybe Glenn. You might have heard of this guy, Jeff Costellucci. He's a deep bass singer. Wow, you got to look him up on YouTube. He is fantastic, and he did Country Roads, and he also did 16 Tons. Quite a few others. Oh, he's part of the Wellerman group that did Sea Shanty.
Yeah.
And so it really an interesting. Maria Boss, yes, and that scared me. That scared her too when I did that slow and loud.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's ongoing. That's funny.
Manuel, you know what? Send me an email to my stuttering Stan at Yahoo. It's the STUDDERING Stan at Yahoo, and I'm going to rotate everybody around. Whoever sends me the emails, I'll get you on the list, and we'll welcome you on to the live stream. We'd love to have you, Manuel.
Yeah.
Mine comes, when I put that in, it comes up as Stan Cartman, which I love.
Well, Stan Cartman is my combination.
On the phone, and we've emailed a lot, but yeah, good old Stan Cartman. Screw you, doing him.
And I've done that before to the scammers when they ask me my name.
Mr. Garrison, okay.
Yes. Brian P. Sweet Pumpkin. I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is the little guy that came in after the loss of Cinnamon, and this is little Wheaties, and he has absolutely worked his way into our hearts and into the family with the dogs, and they love him, and he loves them. So
wonderful.
He's been a great little guy. He does have a little special need. He does have a seizure, He's had 2 since he's been here with us. And the vet told us that just keep an eye on it. Look at the duration of each seizure, how long it takes to recover from it, and then the frequency. So far, it's been 10 days since the last one. And the last one was just under a minute. But she said, well, keep an eye. His blood work came back perfect. And they said that if it doesn't progress, we won't put him on any meds for it. So he's doing real well, guys. He's been a great addition to help that black hole heal in my heart.
Yeah, he has really fallen in love with this guy. It is a really positive thing for SWS.
He's so smart too. He's amazingly smart. Not quite like the toppy smart, but he's getting there.
It's beautiful what you do with the animals and give them a second chance. It really is. That's what my mother's had 7 dogs, and my mum's done that too. She's got them from animal shelters, and you get them and they're mangy, and the previous owners could have had them chained up and belted them around. So they're really timid at everything. And my mum just gave love, and trust, and turned them around.
We volunteered at the shelter before COVID hit, and I had a dog in there that was he was nipping at everybody, trying to go into his kennel and everything else. And I said, well, let me work with him a little bit. And I showed him this love, praise, and affection, little treats and everything. He said he was not going to be adoptable. He's going to have to go out for a special, this and that. And let me work with him. And the shelter did. They let me work with him. In 8 days, I had him go into a home. And I'm still in contact with the owners. And they said he's one of the best dogs they've ever had. He's smart. He's absolutely he is treat driven. And that's what I found out what his Achilles heel was. You give him treats and he melts in your hand. And the little George was just a great little dog that they were saying he was unadoptable. And I turned him around and got him adopted to a great couple that absolutely love him. And every one of the dogs here are from our local shelter. Cinnamon was also. She was from our local shelter. And perfect. Little Honey up here, Lilu, hey, stop chewing your foot, knucklehead. She's the only one who wasn't from the shelter. She was from a friend's friend who got her as a 13-week-old puppy and then found out she had to have open heart surgery. So the owner who was having the surgery couldn't take care of a 13-week-old puppy.
So it's still a rescue.
Yes. And she came to our house in the idea that she would be going to another home. The dog fell in love with Mrs. SWS and hasn't left her side since. And that was 5 years ago. The little Honey will be 6 this November.
We got another dog that we were told needs a home.
Yeah, I got another one local here that's looking for another home.
Little cute whitey dog.
They'll reach out to me.
Don't forget to change this, but you also have other little furry 4-legged friends.
There's one there. There's an old girl. That's our kitty baby.
Yep.
She's an oldie.
I'm just I love animals. I'm a cat guy in my heart, but I love, and that's why I'm not a huge proponent. Actually, I'm a zero proponent of attaining animals from pet stores and breeders and things like that. I am rescue all the way to the bottom of my whatever's left of my heart.
You are right.
You have to be. I mean, you go to the pet stores, and if they're having an adoption event, that means it's a rescue.
That's different. You're right about that.
That's a whole different thing. But this is the one here. Let me highlight this. This is the one here that's looking for a home. Anybody in the Las Vegas area that is looking for a little one. She's been fixed. She's got her shots. She's chipped, and the owner just can't keep her. So if you reach out to me, I can hook you up with the person who's kind of watching her right now. She's a little female. That's the only information I have on her. I don't have her age or anything like that. But yeah, reach out to me on my email. and I'll see what I can do. Maybe we can get her a home.
We drive
Same dog
to
as
do
my dog.
those things, so we can't quite make it to down under.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
we couldn't deliver to Melbourne or Kentucky, but I think she would love to. She wouldn't mind delivering one to Colorado to visit her son and our grandkids there. So Glenn, you might be in luck.
I don't think my cat would put up with it.
Aw.
Well,
In my lease, I'm only allowed to have one cat
yeah,
at a time. I found that loophole because I've lived here almost 18 years. I've had 3 cats, but not at the. I've had 2 die in my arms, essentially where I'm sitting right now. But they were that was Maggie and Asia, and they were rescues. And now I have Taylor Tot, and we've been together since 2018.
wow.
April of 2018, and she was a year old when I rescued her. So she's a tuxedo. Well, you
Yeah, I saw
probably
the picture. Yep.
yeah.
She, by the way, she came in to our house in July of 2006. As a 6-month-old kitten.
Jeez.
And I went to my neighbor, kind of where my son-in-law and my daughter found her, and the cat followed them back to our house.
And wouldn't leave.
Yeah, wouldn't leave our house. I asked the neighbor, "Hey, did you lose it?" He goes, "No, you're never going to find that owner of the cat." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I got 2 of them. This idiot came and dumped the cats in the alley and took off." There you go. There's a tuxie.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, gorgeous. What is that? A male or female?
He's a male.
He's a male. Okay. Does he identify as a male? I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know if he identifies anymore because apparently he's been fixed.
Well,
No.
poor little Wheaties doesn't identify. He's non-binary now.
Oh, okay. It's another one. Yeah, that they've
Took care of that.
Now they
Did
have.
you see that there's a New Jersey hospital that asks you not only what the sex of your baby is, but what is their sexual preference?
What in the heck? Oh my!
Of
Are
a
you
newborn.
really happened?
Of a newborn. Well, going off topic. If we're going to go off topic, it's going to be about cars.
Okay.
Let me get through some of these. And Brian, thank you again. Didn't want to go on so long about sweet pups and dogs, and yeah, but that happens. Yeah, you get an animal lover. Can't get away from that.
No.
Let's just. Manuel says, "Have scammed in Louisiana about pay toll." Yes, she gets the stupid text. Got to pay a toll. I said, we don't even have toll roads here.
Yeah, get them.
And never been on one. Miss SWS, Brian says hello.
This week alone.
Well, Andrew's son, Drew, who was on before, who
told
will be on tomorrow night, he's a scam baiter, and his son got one of those toll things.
He almost fell for it.
And was getting ready to pay it.
Yeah, we get those. I haven't got the toll things, but Catherine says, Nikki says, Catherine had shingles on my eye. Oh my God. And I can't see very well my eye. I think my ex caused it. I was too young to have it. Oh, Nikki, awful.
Oh, that is so awful.
I hope, Glenn, that you got your Shingrix vaccine, because that's a nasty thing. And that this newest version of the shingles vaccine, you don't get it. The old one is that you would get it, but it wouldn't be as bad.
I've never heard of eyelids though, or on your eye.
Well, it's the damn. And the young kids today will never get it because they have the chickenpox vaccine now.
Well, I got that when I was a kid.
Oh, I had chickenpox.
I had chickenpox though.
Yep.
Yeah, kindergarten.
Virus that can become shingles
is in our bodies.
Is in your body.
They could show up anytime.
Yep.
Yes.
Manuel says hello to Jim, and then Jim says hello back to Manuel. Let me see. We're all in here. Let's see.
Bad case of goat mange in India.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait a minute.
What line is there in
Wait a
Australia
minute,
about so
Russell, I got that for y'all. And I play that. I think the scammers get all excited. You know, I think it sounds like their girlfriend or something. This used to be in a little lamb, a stuffed dog toy. And this little mutt back here ripped it out of it. And now I know he'll take this. He'll run away with it. And today I was working with the first PayPal scammer and I couldn't find the frog. So I could not have my frog on my account. This little son of a gun took off with it and ran away before I could find it on the call. Kim says hello to Jim. Person pink saying swaying pink. Wait, swaying hair. Person pink swaying hair. Okay, well that's a tongue twister, and I'm not going to try to read it.
I think there were supposed to be emojis, and they showed up that way instead.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to type that out looking like that. I think they were supposed to be emojis.
Maria Paz was part of our surprise live stream yesterday. I got so many calls. I figured, you know what? I'm just going to put them up live so everybody can enjoy them along with me. And that was really fun, Maria Paz. Thank you.
Where did you get that idea to
in the
put the
house?
phone calls together?
Yeah.
Maria Pause or Manny Pause? I'm kidding. Never mind.
When Mrs. SW answers the phone, the scammers beg for. Yes, they do. They don't want to stay on with her very long sometimes.
I don't answer all calls the way he does.
Well, Nikki, the only fires we've had here that I know of in Las Vegas have been at the Tesla dealerships, and it's kind of sad. But you know, I kind of tune out the news. I don't usually like to watch it. So
No, we have had some fires.
We did.
He doesn't pay any attention.
I lit the barbecue. There was a
In
fire out
last-
there one night. I put about 5 gallons of gas on that thing and lit her up. And whoo-wee, I had a good barbecue going that night.
I smelled
What
it all
about
the way.
spot fires when you're banging in the house?
Yeah, that's it. I was banging in my office. I bang everywhere in the house. I never have to go down to my local branch to bang anymore.
How about that pot you made to keep us warm? The fire pot.
I did?
Yeah. Don't you remember?
No, I keep my living room one, and it was a fire pit. I put the fire pit in my living room. It's much gooder than having a heater.
I've seen your.
Buddy.
Manuel says hello to the Costanzas. Got anonymous call. Thought it was a scam, but it was from the hospital confirming a voice. I know sometimes you're like, I didn't really want to deal with a scammer, but I hope you're not. And it was somebody legitimate. And the missus has had so many different new medical appointments that we got to answer everything no matter what, because it might be someone that we don't know and not listed in our phone.
It's true.
We don't give out the landline to any of our appointments or anything like that at our doctors. We just give out the cell, and we're able to type in their number, and we know who it is. And so when they call, it's okay. I think she wants to go out.
I think you're right.
The old 19-year-old wants to go out in the backyard. So
All right, let me open the door and see.
let's see. Jim says, hello, screwing scammers and Mrs. SW. Yeah.
Hello.
How far am I behind? Oh, that's only 5:11. I'm about an hour behind.
Nobody's saying hi to me. I feel lonely.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I told you. She figured it out. How do you get a bundle of insert number here stickers? How do we?
The screen looks
get
like
a
the
bundle
Brady Bunch.
of insert number stickers here. Well, I don't. I mean, Maria Paz, reach out to me again on my email. We'll discuss this. That's a good idea. I'll get you some. Thank you, Nikki. I had an 11-year-old granddaughter answering the phone this evening. I don't record it, but oh, that would have been hilarious. You should have recorded that. Especially you don't do videos on it. That's great. Yeah, sorry, Drew's gone a while. This is holy smokes. Let me catch up with some of these. Sorry. Oh, Julie is in the house. Boy, sorry, Julie. It took us a while. We're way behind on the comments. We got off. Julie, we have Russell from Australia. We have Spencer from Kentucky, and Glenn, myself, and the missus.
I'm here somewhere.
Hello, Julie.
Thanks for joining us, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Oh, and Kim Jacobs says hello. Hey, Australia. Does Russell do Karen scammer? Oh, do you, Russell?
Karen scammer.
Don't. Yeah.
Karen scammer. Please explain.
Yeah, that's it. I have to wait for that. I'll probably be behind. It's probably there. What is with this thing, Mr. SWS? Yeah, it does not. I know, Nikki, but you know what? Now I'm going with it and tell them I've had the surgeries. I'm a man.
Oh, I
now.
used to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I used to do the Karen one. The guy with is it the Chinese or the Korean president with the wig on? I think it is.
It could be. You're right.
Yeah.
What?
Used to.
Be funny or was that derogatory? I don't know.
No, it was funny.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, it can be a little bit crude at times.
Well, I didn't really care for that too much, but if it was supposed to be sarcastic, then I apologize because I love dry humor, but I didn't quite get the point there.
I think there was another guy that does the. His name is Russell. Crap, and it's Ownage Pranks. His channel is Ownage Pranks. He does a bunch of different voices. I think I know what she was talking about, Russell. And it's Ownage Pranks, and he did prank calls as well as scam baiting calls with some of these original scam baiters that did the IRS scams and all of that garbage. And he'd call them and mess with them.
Has anybody ever heard of Roy D. Mercer?
Yes.
Okay.
Very old comedian. Loved it. Nikki says they have a script. Yeah, they don't go off the script very often. And when you push them and they step away from the script, they're lost. Literally, they are completely lost.
And angry.
Hello from Julie says, hello to Manuel. This is a while back. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Yes, Drew. Let me get off of that one. Let's see what she says here. Nikki says, Mr. SWS, my mother is Japanese and her pronouns for him and her are yes, interchangeably. And do you think the scammers are the same? Well, working in hospitals most of my large adult career, I worked with the Filipino nurses and some Filipino engineers, and they always used he for she and she for he. Yeah. And I started doing that with my newest character, which was Vincent Tabu. He is from the Philippines. And I will do the best to tell you that I have the Medicare. I have the Part A and the Part B. I Part A and Part B, both. Because I would like to have some pancit, from the adobo.
Pancit canton.
That's some Filipino dishes. And I'm still I have to reach out to one of my old Filipino friends and start to get some good curse words in the because I learned from the good women nurses that were Filipinos. They taught me the really good language. They would not teach me the bad words. So I could say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, good morning, good afternoon, whatever, and how are you? So and thank you. Salamat po.
My wife's Filipino, Roger.
What?
Hold on. You broke up there, Russ.
My wife's Filipino.
Okay.
She speaks Ilonggo, but she knows Tagalog and Visayan and that. And Yeah, so you know, like rag talk is crazy.
Yes. Does she get the P's and F's confused?
Yes, and you know what Tin Tin is?
No. Well, it's the one I used to get was the nurse would say, "Okay, Roger, I have to go to the parking lot. I parked my car in the loading zone. I have to move into the parking lot." And her joke was, "What do you call two pilots in Filipino?" I said, I don't know. She goes, "A pair of pliers."
Okay, I got that.
Pair of pliers. I go, "Oh man, that was really good."
They can't say fork lift.
No, a pork.
They say pork lip. Pork lip.
That'll be fifth, wouldn't it?
Do you remember the old bit from Benny Hill where they changed the P's and the F's on the keyboard of the typewriter? And he typed a letter and he read it.
Yeah.
Hilarious routine. I can see if that's up on YouTube somewhere.
Hello, everybody.
What time is it in Australia right now?
Pardon?
It should
It's
be
12
noon.
midday here.
That's it? 12 midnight?
No, it's
No,
noon.
12 midday.
It has to be more than a 3. I'm in the New York time zone, it's Eastern time zone, U.S.
Yeah.
Okay, I just love finding out when I talk to different people around the world, like, what time is it where you're at? I don't know why. It's just something that interests me. For whatever reason, I find it just kind of fascinating in a way how somebody can be in the next day and I'm still stuck back in a different day. I think it's cool. I don't know.
Well, at the beginning here, what we did, Spencer, I asked Russell, since it was already 11 a.m. Saturday, I tried to get him to give me the lottery numbers from Friday night, but he said no, he wouldn't give them to me.
You're right. I wasn't here. Okay, I didn't know.
So I couldn't play him. He already knew what they were.
Funny.
Maria Paz. Let's see. No, Nikki, the script. Yeah, ma'am, because the women mostly answer the phone. And I think they're one of my little, I agree with you, Maria Paz, the little stupid minds. And as I always say, they have fewer brain cells than an inchworm. That's why they call me ma'am. Did they ever call Betty sir?
No.
Good morning, Tim.
Yes, Kim says good morning. Dan says car warranty scammers don't call me anymore. I told them I got rid of my car and got a horse and buggy.
To Pennsylvania, Northern Ohio, and become Amish.
Exactly.
Right?
There was God, I love that show Made in America with Larry the Cable Guy. Or Only in America. And I can't get them mixed up because one was John Ratzenberger, but he was in the Amish country in Pennsylvania, and they were actually using computers to sell their goods. So they don't shun fancy things like electricity now. Yeah,
they're not like what the old Amish used to be, where they really stuck by the well, what the old Amish was defined as. They've really they'll still do the horse and buggy, but they have internet and they have phones and they have electricity. It's almost like, I don't know, is that really Amish anymore, or is that just like
the kids went on the Rumspringer and came back and said, no, we got to do something different, Grandpa.
We're tired of being alone.
Yeah. Yes. I love those say the car. Yeah, I don't have a car. They can hang up. Right. The other day, I told them I had a Toyota Crayola. And then the Corolla. I said, no, the Crayola. And of course, I never have a Toyota Camry. I have a Toyota Camera. And it's a 35 millimeter.
I have a Nissan Moron. Oh.
Yeah, the Moron. Oh.
Roger and I have discussed that before. Yeah. I thought you told that for me. Actually, I said it in a comment a few weeks ago, and then Roger and I were on the phone a couple nights ago, and he mentioned you about that. I'm like, Did he steal that from me? But apparently you said it before I did.
Yeah. Well, I like how I mispronounced the Nissan Rogui.
Rogui.
And
My brother has one of those.
they repeat it back to me. Oh, you've got the Rugby. Okay, we will take care of the Rugby for you.
Very, very nice car. Very, very stable. Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Very...
they don't get it. Maria
Good
Paz,
some
thank you.
water.
Yes, yes. Catherine is amazing. Her channel is great. Manuel says, that's it. You got it. Catherine 23. You click on one of her comments. It'll take you to her link there. Catherine, if you want, you throw a link up in your comments to your channel. It would be great. Yes, it's very hard to keep up. I don't answer many. I look up the number. Yeah, the spoofing. 99% of these things are spoofed. The other day I got a call and it said it was from some courthouse. I got to look it up again. I saved the number and it's not. And I said, "Oh, you're calling from the courthouse?" "No, what are you talking about? I'm from the Medicare." I go, "Well, no, you're calling from a courthouse number. So the number you spoofed is actually a courthouse number, you idiot."
Idiot.
Oh, I had the Mexico. Yeah. And I think that's the one I turned in. And I'm turning the one in from India that I got yesterday. I called the guy out today with his call and I said, "Oh, let me read your phone number back." I read back the India phone number from yesterday to him. And I go, "Yeah, you're in India. I could tell by your phone." Bill is in the house for a while ago. Oh my God, Bill, sorry. Tarkor was in the house. I get a call, a text. Yes, they start the scams with the scam numbers on your text these days.
Yeah, hi, Bill.
Julie says you haven't seen it. Yeah, check out Catherine. It's great. She's got some great material up there. Yeah, good call there, Maria Paz. Just put Catherine in your search on YouTube. It'll come up. Okay, Maria Paz. Nikki says, "Thanks." When my mom is asking, yeah, she, he, him. Yes. And I've noticed that. It's just very funny. And we got used to it in the hospitals. We knew what they meant when they said he for she and she for he. We kind of knew exactly what they meant. Catherine,
Hey, want to hear the 10-second recording I got from calling that PayPal scammer back?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Okay, Catherine, I'll check it out.
Got to turn the volume up here. Hang on. There we go. All right.
Forwarded to the voicemail for Shauna Simmer. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording.
Well, that's funny. Well, let's see what it is. Let's see what you got there, Glenn.
Oh.
Have they gone to bed?
Yeah, I'll bet.
Let's wake them up about midnight. It'll be probably, 6 in the morning for them?
It's 6 in the morning for them, is right.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
We are sorry. There is no one available to take your call. Please record your message after the tone. Press star to discard the recording, or press any digit to end the recording.
Yeah, hello. You guys are helping with my PayPal issue I had. We got cut off a couple of 3 or 2 times, and I don't know what right is going to happen, but I got to get that money off my account. I don't like it there. Let me see what you can do for me. Let me connect you to my grandson. Hold on.
So much for the 24/7.
Okay, my grandson will be calling y'all back. Thank you.
Yeah, look at what time it is.
Wonder if that'll turn into anything.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let me go see if I can scroll through some of these real quick. Yeah, everybody's saying hello, goodbye. Yeah, with scammers running fear. Yes, they from Mrs. SWS for sure. Glass bottle is in the house. That was like an hour ago. I know. I'm eligible for assistance to receive your overlooked stimulus today. Oh, that's a great one. They're coming around with that one again. Robert, thank you. Toy, I thank you. T, appreciate you. And I'm sorry that I didn't get to a lot of the comments. I try to get to it, but we get off track here sometimes and have some fun. I want to thank everyone, each and everyone for coming out and joining us. And tomorrow night we'll be back on with Drew and the gang over at Misfit Corner Scams. 5 p.m.
Cars.
What was that?
We never got to cars.
Well, we will, Russ. So you hang on after we stop the live stream.
This is Spencer. Not Russ.
Well, Russ, you hang on too, please. All right, we're caught up as I'm going to get tonight. Boy, I got to get some sleep. I'm busy answering phone calls.
Don't forget.
There you go. I gotta read this. So it has to be. Such lucky dogs to have you. Thank you. Your new edition seems adorable, special in lots of ways. Yep. Adopt, don't shop is right. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for the generous comments. Thanks for you that gave. What was that? What was that, Spencer?
Joking. I said I thought they were talking about me at first. Your new edition seems adorable and special.
Yeah, that was you.
I have a weird sense of humor, guys. That's all.
You gotta in this world.
Yes, sir.
If you laugh at his jokes, we know you have a weird sense of humor.
And one quick one, Maria Paz, reach out to me again on my stuttering stand at yahoo.com. I'll talk to you a little further about the old SFV. You'll know what that is if you've ever lived there. So one more from Catherine, Maria Paz, yeah, they have no clue how to handle it. You're right. They really don't. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We had fun. Maybe I'll do it. One of these days, I'll start this a little hour earlier so we can have a little more fun and include a lot more. It just, when you're doing this and trying to read the comments and stay in tune with what's going on with everyone, it gets a little monotonous sometimes. But it is fun. I enjoy this. We enjoy sharing. We enjoy doing what's good to stop these scammers. And we're all on the same page about that. And I really appreciate you, Russell, from joining us from all the way down under.
Thank you.
And
thank you. Great to be here, guys. Thank you.
I'll have to make it down for a shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah, that's right. Snag on the
All
Barbie.
right, you guys. That's it. All right, hang on there, guys. Don't exit the live stream yet. You guys hang in there, you three, and good night, everyone. And thank you so much for watching. And thanks for your support, making this channel successful. Have a great evening.
Bye.